Marie, how are you?
Good, Mark. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for getting on the call today.
No, my pleasure.
So we both know where we were at a few weeks ago and where we were at today, and we would love to share your story and Emmy's story. How did we go from zero to heroes? You know. So let's talk about how did things look like when COVID-19 restrictions kicked in? How did it look like at your restaurant?
So it was pretty bad, to be honest, to start with. Everyone obviously was in the same boat. Slowly with the social distancing rules coming in and getting stricter and stricter. It was a pretty slow and painful drawn out death there for us. But I guess the real changing point was obviously when the government brought in the restrictions about going from dine-in was no longer allowed to then takeaway. And, for the want of a better phrase, that's when sort of shit really hit the fan. And I think, I really went into panic mode there. And for a couple of days, I really couldn't think of a plan. And I really couldn't think about how to move forward. And I remember waking up one morning, I think it was about 5 a.m. and giving you a call. And I said, Mark, what are we going to do? Because, I've got so many, look, especially with restaurants like that are international cuisines like myself, we sponsor a fair number of international chefs and managers to give that authenticity of our restaurant. And unfortunately, the government isn't supporting them. So we had no choice but to do something. And I remember giving you that phone call and said, Mark, help, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do? That's right. So as soon as the restrictions kicked in, there was no business at all. Pretty much killed the business.
Pretty much killed the business. I mean, look, we had a few people coming down to the restaurant just to order takeaway or giving us a phone call and saying, what have you got available and so on. But I'm talking like, $200-300 a day, nothing, and nothing significant.
That's right. And then, yes, we got on this phone call, 5 a.m. in the morning.
5 a.m. in the morning. I was taking the dog for a walk, if my memory is.
And then we spoke about some stuff.
Yep.
We agreed on to do a takeaway menu and a protein menu maybe a few days later. However, you weren't that sure if people were going to support this model.
No,
but obviously,
I was pretty negative.
Yeah. But you still wanted to give it a try. You still wanted
that's
to
right. That's right. Well, as I said, we support about 457 visa staff, and then on top of that, we have another 10 permanent full-time staff, and we have to do something to make it through.
That's right. And then we want to mention Emmy, your business partner. She was in this too, and pretty much everybody was trying to put in their energy and efforts and ideas to make sure that we make this work.
That's exactly right. So I said to you, I remember saying to you, what do we need to do first? And I remember you saying we need to make a menu and a streamlined menu. And you gave me all sorts of ideas like frozen uncooked skewers, pre-packed food, what are we going to do for delivery? And we had this whole conversation while I was walking the dog about, what we were going to do. And, I was very negative at the time, but as I said, I was happy to give anything a try.
That's right. And then you went back, you put the menu together, streamlined menu.
Yeah.
Was it a takeaway menu? And then we went back to marketing, we put it out, social media.
Yeah.
And then how was the results? How long it took for you to get a feeling that this is working?
Well, so the first step, I guess, was we looked at all our, before we get to how long it takes to get it working, we looked at all our stock. Our first plan was to get rid of any stock that we had, make a menu with the stock that we had, so we didn't chuck all that stock to waste. And then after we got rid of that, I remember talking to you and saying, so Mark, I'm going to get rid of that stuff that we have first, and then I'm going to adjust the menu every day as we go to see what's selling, and then make it a more streamlined menu for products that were good delivered or takeaway, because you have to remember as well, like, you know, some products don't really carry. We're not a curry shop, and we're not something that's easy to reheat at home. So we needed to streamline the menu down into items that were going to be easy, but still had a good result at the end at the person's house when they took it away and ate it at home. So we did that. And I think, you know, you put the stuff up on Facebook, we went hard on Instagram, and we decided that the method we were going to, I mean, you did suggest, I mean, at that time, an online ordering platform, but I was like, no, can't do that, too much. And, you know, and we didn't want to spend any money as well. So we just went with the Facebook, and we went through Instagram, and that literally, once we put the menu up there, that was within 24 hours, we saw an instant turnaround in our sales, actually. So we went, you know, once we had that presence online, we had the phone number, you know, the hours, the streamlined menu. Yeah, and then it was pretty much instant. 24 hours, we saw a good result and a good turnaround.
That's excellent. Mm. And then you had a problem. People will call. All of them will call all at the same time, and obviously around dinner time. And then that's when you click, hey, let's try the online ordering now.
Yeah. So I think, how long was it? I think we did a week of on the phone, trying to do the on the phone orders. And Emmy was actually pretty much the master of being on the phone every day. And I remember calling you up once and saying, Mark, people are saying they can't get through. What should I do? Should I get a second phone line? Should I put my mobile number up on the site? Because one order was taking around, once you think about getting credit card numbers, delivery address, phone number, what time they want, what their order is, one order takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So, you know, sometimes the restaurant is noisy as well. So Emmy's there saying, sorry, you know, what's that, 45, 6, where am I going to, you know? And, you know, you get people of different ethnicities calling on the phone. So it's hard to understand them on the phone as well, you know? Right. And yeah, it's tricky. 455, you know, and we're 10 to 15 minutes for one order. It's hard to upsell over the phone as well, because, you know, I remember you saying to me, Marie, you're not doing any upselling because you want to hang up that phone as soon as possible to try and get the next caller in.
That's right.
So not only is the phone call super long, but you can't upsell because you're trying to get rid of them to get onto the next one. So 10 minutes for one order. So at 6 o'clock on a Friday night, 10 minutes, that's 6 orders an hour. That's not very many orders that you can take.
That's not being productive, and you're not trying to get rid of them.
No.
You're just trying to service, the second customer before they miss out, or they don't get through the line, and then, you know, then both of you miss out. You miss out on the order, and they miss out on their dinner.
Exactly. And people like to chat as well, like, you know, because everyone's stuck at home. They're like, oh, hi, Emmy, how are you? This is so-and-so. I come to your restaurant all the time. And you're like, I want to talk to you, but I need my next order, you know? So then I think I called, you'd actually sent me a few emails with different online ordering system platforms. And I was like, yeah, I've read that. And then I was like, Mark, we need an online ordering system platform. And you were like, I sent you that email. Didn't you read it? And I was like, oh, no. And then I think that's when we decided you had actually done a lot of research for us with the different platforms that were available for us. And I guess, you know, to be honest, the biggest factor for us was money. You know, our cash flow is pretty tight. We needed something that was going to be super low cost for us to be able to enter. Yeah, and that was, you know, and I think you really did search hard for us to try and find a platform that was a low cost entry. And that's when, you know, Bopple came along.
Bopple and Chewy.
Bopple and Chewy Chew!
Yes. So let's talk about that. So when you moved from phone orders to online orders, what happened to the number of orders and what happened to the transaction side? Yeah.
So first of all, what I noticed was that so Emmy is there doing one order and then another order and another order. So we'll get one order every 10 minutes. But with Bopple, because everyone can order at the same time, 6 o'clock hits and ding, 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 the machine's going off because you've got like 4 people that have just placed their order all simultaneously. And, you know, what I think people do, look, I don't do a lot of online ordering myself, but I think what people do is they have their think at lunchtime, oh, I'm going to order bird's nest tonight, and their family's all at home. Everyone has a look at the menu. Who wants miso soup? Or who wants this? And, oh, mum, I'll have one of those. Oh, yeah, I'll have one of those too. Yeah. And they spend their time putting the order together at lunchtime. And then when 6 o'clock comes, they just hit the button. So that order they've thought about that order all day. And it really gave us the opportunity to increase the average spend per customer.
And how far it went from maybe up to 60% from memory?
Oh, yeah. Like, are we talking about order size?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like at least double, or sometimes in some cases even triple. We had previously been on the menu, but no one had bought, because they just, you know, when you're on the phone, you don't have the time to, you know, think about your order properly. Yeah.
That's right. This is amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you. So what would you tell people, business owners that going through the exact same thing that you guys went through? And what would you...
Am I allowed to talk about the price of how much Bopple is to set up?
Sorry?
Am I allowed to talk about the price of how much Bopple is to set up, or will Chewy kill me?
No, you can. It's up to you. You know, it's up to you. It depends if the special price is still available.
Oh yeah. Well, it was so cheap because it was special price of, I think, $275.
Yeah.
Look, we didn't have an iPad, so we had to buy the iPad as well. So it's like $529 or something. So altogether, but I mean, if you had the iPad, it's $275 to get started, and it's so easy to, like, I don't want to sound like I'm here putting an ad up like selling waffle, but it really, that application really has changed our life. But because before that, when I wanted to make a change to the menu, at the end of every night, do you remember I was sending you the Google Doc and with all the changes, oh, that doesn't sell, this doesn't work, we need to change the price of that. And then you'd come back in the morning and say, oh, so here's the changes made. And then I'd have to go to my system, I'd have to implement all the changes. Then I'd have to text all my staff, oh, we've made all these changes, blah, 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 blah. But now it's so good because I just instantly, like, I'm literally like, oh, we ran out of, say, for example, chicken tenderloin. I just click pip on the thing, it's gone for the day. But we've got chicken tails instead. So they go pung and they go on straight away. All my staff can look at it. We can put we just take a quick photo of, before it was like, Mark, can you search through our database and see if there's this photo? And then can you send it to me? And they'll be, oh, that's the wrong size. And no, that's the wrong one, Mark. That's chicken. That's not chicken butt, that's chicken soft cartilage, Mark.
Yeah. Yes.
And then, but now it's just, we get out our phone, we take a photo, we put the item up, stick it on there, and it's boom, instant there. And you get people ordering it straight away, like literally straight away.
It's
crazy. Yeah, it's really life-changing, that application.
So let's say moving away from the application now, is there any other stuff that you would like to advise business owners about stuff that you guys went through and how you progressed? Anything else that you would like to add and that you believe it will add value to this Facebook Live today?
Oh, I'm pretty pessimistic. Emmy and I are both, I shouldn't say in the beginning, we were pretty pessimistic about, the power of Facebook or the power of Instagram or the power of this online ordering tools. And we're pretty skeptical about whether anything is going to work. And, you were there every day, give it a go, give it a go, give it a go. And I know there's lots of people out there that are, I've been talking to my suppliers and they're just saying, that there's heaps of restaurant owners that haven't gone online and they're just waiting for the customers to come to them. Or that they've got Uber Eats, and I don't want to bag out Uber Eats, but at the end of the day, everyone knows they take 35%. And, if you've just joined Uber Eats, you're going to be down very low on the what's it called? Like the screen when people order.
Right.
It's hard to find you, but whereas with when you get your own online platform, that people like, oh, I want to have, say, something sushi tonight. They just go to your Facebook page and they can just click instantly, and they're there and they're at your shop. I remember Chewy, I think, I'm sure it was Chewy, or was it you? I've had so many phone calls with the both of you over the last couple of days, but he said, Marie, or you said, it's like having your FPOS machine in everybody's house. Is that you?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. And I was like, I remember that's when the light bulb just went off in my head. Like, oh my God, like that, they don't have to every time they call up now, you know, give their credit card number. They just press a button on the online app and boom, that's money in our account straight away. And once I remember you said, Marie, once they get in the habit of ordering with you, because their details are in there, their address is in there, it's just going to be easy. And that's it's exactly, I remember you saying that it's just going to increase. Like, it's just going to be this, like, you know, ball rolling that's just going to get bigger and bigger. And I truly believe that's the effect that it's also going to have. And then the other thing I remember you saying to me, there's so many things, and I do take them all in, Mark, is that you said that, you know, when things go back to normal, because they will go back to normal and I will have my restaurants back again, that this whole online ordering thing is now going to be an extra side business that we can have, you know. And I remember you saying, you know, on a rainy day or something, you know, in the past, people don't want to come out to the restaurant. Now, if you just run this concurrently with your restaurant, oh, they're going to be like, oh, it's rainy, don't feel like going outside. They'll be like, oh, just log on to Bopple and get delivery to home. So now we're going to have covered ourselves, or of course, in the terrible instances, another thing like this ever happen again, we've now got insurance and we've protected ourselves for any future events that could ever happen like this. God forbid they do.
Very good, very good. I love this, Marie. Well done. Then the other question that I had before we log off is, a lot of places they're not sure if they should offer their own delivery. Yeah, they're too scared to offer their own delivery. Yeah. How are you currently managing that from, you know?
Okay, so I mean, I guess that in the beginning, you know, we were doing free delivery because I was so paranoid about. I just wanted customers. But now, after doing a couple of weeks of this, I realized, you know, Uber charges $6 or $7 or whatever, and they only do a 2-kilometer radius, and we're doing 20-kilometer radius. And I don't think it's too much to ask that we're charging the same prices that we do at the restaurant. Our frozen products are cheaper. So I don't think it's too much to ask for people to pay $5 for that delivery. And I don't think it's unfair in any way. We're going to use that $5 to try to, you know, we have our full-time staff that hopefully some of them will be getting the JobKeeper soon. And then any of the casuals, if they want to come and help for a couple of hours, we pass on that $5 for the delivery fee. So we're using that delivery money not as a profit to our own business, but as a tool to save the staff who are here that I either A, can't get the JobKeeper scheme, or B, that are casuals also that don't fall under that scheme as well.
And then the next most important question, what's the size of your delivery orders versus pickup orders?
Yeah, so we logged on and had a look at that last night, and what I've noticed is that pickup orders are much smaller and delivery orders are obviously much larger.
Would you say 70-30?
So, yeah, 70-30. Okay. And now that we've got, you know, one thing I really think that I would recommend to other people to do is what we've done is the frozen line. Okay. So say if, I don't know, we backpacked and froze our skewers and did a whole other, you know, rice balls or whatever. But you could, if you develop a line where people, so I don't know, if you're Italian, you could have like frozen lasagna or something. I don't know. But if you have a line that you freeze, when people order their dinner for tonight, they also order a few extra things for tomorrow, and you'll instantly see your order, say, go from $50, $60 for a couple who are just ordering tonight to all of a sudden they've added $20 or $30 for their next meal, and your average check has gone from 50 all of a sudden to 100.
That's right. Even the reports we're getting from other clients, the cold meals option, frozen option, it's people are ordering bulk,
Yeah.
and they're saving it, freezing it. Very, very smart option for the restaurant to be offering today.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think in this environment, I think you have to try. I think you from every angle because you don't know what's going to work. You know, and you've just got to be flexible and listen to Mark Coda.
I remember saying to you, let's test both of them. Let's test the frozen option and let's test the takeaway option. And we'll see what works. The good thing, both of them work.
Yeah, we're very, very lucky. Very lucky. Yeah, but you know, it's. I'm saying all this now with a big smile on my face, but it's still pretty hard. And you know, I think you just have to adapt, change every day. And if something doesn't work, don't let it get you down because there's always tomorrow, and you can always try something new.
New. That's right. Marie, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Sorry, Emmy couldn't be here.
It's all good. I know. I'm sure Emmy is watching us.
Laughing her head off.
But
thank you very much for having me. And and
problem.
hopefully our business grows from now on as well.
Absolutely, and it will with your energy and Emmy's energy. Absolutely, it will.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Ali, thank you.